You know.
So what's y'all's impression of Pimp C when y'all meet him? You know what I'm saying?
My first impression. Listen, first of all, Pimp C is a god, and to me in the rap, he's my Run DMC, my foundation. What I booked my whole rap career off of was
when
Pimp
motherfuckers
C.
say he sounds like Pimp C, we're like, hell yeah, fuck, that's
That was a compliment to me, because you know what? I put the man on such a high totem, listen, this guy, the way his dialect, listen, Pimp C doesn't have the tightest verses, but he has those things in the verses that you're gonna repeat.
Absolutely. He's
I
got that
eat
remember
so
factor.
many shrimp, I get iodine poisoning.
But then you got Bun. He said,
What
call
the
Tommy,
fuck?
I'm Matola. But you had that combination, right? So together, it was just, you had the flash and then you had the shit in there.
So to be, mindset, I'm with my brother, I'm still fairly young in the rap game, and here I'm going into my idol's, home, and in his sound system is my shit. Like, man, I'm tripping just on that alone,
You almost
right?
want to get a car wash at that point. You're like, shit,
Hey,
car
listen.
wash.
Okay, watch the car, man. We'll be here for a while.
I don't care if he on Pimp C time and gonna be 4 hours late. Shit, you call me. Listen, I'm here. Whatever
And
you
she
want me
didn't
to.
care if we stayed or left. She talked to us the whole time. She asked us if we needed shit.
I think they had a show that night.
They had a show that night, and then we started going to the shows and stuff. But when you meet Pimp C, he's got that when he comes into the room, it's Pimp C.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Which pimp did you get? Was it the calm demeanor? Was he?
We got all of them.
The
We
first time,
full-fledged pimp? Was he?
first time it
We don't
was.
mean coke.
It was the calm Chad. It was the Chad that was a producer. It was the Chad that loved music.
We
it was
need to
a
be
Chad,
our own section.
It was
Country
a
rap tunes.
It was a
and stuff.
Chad that blew my mind back and put me in a different room.
Did he give you the whole country rap tune speech and all that right there?
Beyond that, it was like, Toe Down, you did something with our shit to a level that we wanted to do. And putting them on the country rap tune was the original idea, but they had already blown up with Big Pimpin', and their rates were like 25 grand a piece. There's no way I can pay Chad that, and that's just being real, respecting the game and all. I mean, so here's an opportunity that, listen, they were the original ones that were supposed to be on the song. It wasn't supposed to be Pokey and Hawk. Pokey and Hawk were...
We had ideas of grandeur at the time.
Were
Big
more,
Pimpin',
were more of the local, while Pimp C and Bun were on they had just rode that wave. That was the height of their, shit. And I'm sitting in the man's room, and we're having a conversation over a blunt talking about the Beatles and don't rap at 16, give him a 12, bring back in the hook, fuck it, do an 8, don't even do the 16s or the 12s, focus on the hook, bring the hook back in, the hook is and
Take a piece out the song.
And he's teaching me fundamentals of production, and then I go to Skip Holman and I learn from him, and then I go with the Grizz and I learn from him. So I'm getting this whole gumbo funk.
Like the best of the
So
best.
when I produce a track, and you hear Paul Wall's album, or you hear Mike Jones' album, or you hear Chameleonaire, or whoever we're working with, that's where all that comes from.
Been at school.
There's a consistency in all that.
It's consistent, right? Because you do the same shit to make sure you get that same sound every time.
Like,
hey,
I can-
y'all do the third coast sound?
I
Turn on, you got
can,
the
I
third
can tell
coast
you
sound?
right now, and you can envision it. A Pimp C track starts off like this. Give me some dirty organ. Give me a live, smooth bass with it, and boom, you're already halfway home.
In there.
You're already in there. I'm back in church.
And listen, if you got some organs or some scratching in a song, I count me in.
So
That's how it gets down.
Bernard would judge a hit on this. Does it have scratching in it?
You got scratching and some organs in it? Shit, that's a good
I
Southern
couldn't
song.
bring the
Can't beat that
song.
shit.
Listen, he would want a dance song or something else. Does it have scratching in it?
You gotta have something. You gotta fuck consistency. But meeting those guys, right, and then just getting to see them at shows and how they handle stuff, and there's things that you like about them, things that you don't want to do with it, right? And it's just...
Listen, when Bernard talks about Bun B's intellect, it's not just, a facade. He is really that deep. He is really... And listen, I think the dude could be mayor. I think the dude could probably be, bigger things in Houston. But he recognizes opportunity and takes advantage of them because he's so intellectual. You know what I'm saying?
Because people get stuck in Beaumont or Port Arthur, right? And they don't think they can go anywhere else, right? But there's other shit outside of Houston and Louisiana that you can go to, and a lot of guys here get stuck here because they think that's the Mecca.
Donnie Houston.